4 levels, 4 disturbing cases, and each one becomes stranger than the last. I have compiled some of the most disturbing Instagram moments to ever come on the internet into this iceberg. So let's begin at the very top of the iceberg. Level 1. LHOHQ. Most Instagram accounts exist for a simple reason. People share photos, videos, memories, moments from their daily lives. LHOHQ feels completely different. For years, it has remained one of the internet's most bizarre and confusing mysteries. The name stands for Laughing Horse Orifice Headquarters. Even the name itself sounds unsettling. The story dates back to 2007, when internet users began discovering references to a strange symbol, a hexagonal maze. Inside the maze were 5 letters, LHOHQ. Hidden within the design was another symbol, the Eye of Horus, an ancient Egyptian symbol associated with protection, observation, knowledge, and power. At first, most people assumed it was simply an artistic project, a strange piece of internet creativity. Then they started exploring. The Instagram account connected to LHOHQ contains a collection of posts that often lead users away from Instagram and into a much larger network of websites. And that's where things become strange. Every click seems to lead somewhere else. A new page, a new image, a new symbol, a new mystery. Visitors encounter distorted photographs, static-filled graphics, cryptic messages, broken web pages, strange diagrams, and references that appear completely unrelated. Politics, psychology, government programs, surveillance, religion, conspiracy theories, medical conditions. Nothing appears organized, yet everything feels intentional. The deeper users travel, the more difficult it becomes to understand what they are looking at. Many describe the experience as less frightening and more disorienting, almost like wandering through a dream where every answer creates 3 new questions. One detail repeatedly catches visitors' attention: the Eye of Horus. It appears again and again throughout the project, sometimes obvious, sometimes hidden, sometimes buried deep inside an image. This constant presence creates an uncomfortable feeling, almost as though someone wants visitors to notice it. The biggest mystery surrounding LHOHQ is simple. Nobody knows who created it. Nobody knows why it exists. And nobody knows whether it's art, an experiment, an elaborate puzzle, or something else entirely. Some researchers believe it is a massive multimedia art project designed to trigger curiosity and confusion. Others believe it contains hidden messages waiting to be discovered. After nearly 2 decades, no definitive explanation has emerged. And perhaps that's exactly why LHOHQ remains fascinating. Because unlike most mysteries, there is no ending, no solution, no final reveal, just an endless maze waiting for the next curious visitor. And that brings us to level 2. Level 2, Alien on Reels. Some mysteries are complicated, others are surprisingly simple. This one involves nothing more than a short Instagram reel. Yet years later, people still debate what they saw. The video was posted by an account known as Rich Destiny, also called Rich Auntie. The footage begins normally. A woman carrying a purse walks toward the entrance of a building. Nothing unusual, nothing suspicious, just another ordinary moment. Then the person filming honks a horn. The woman turns around, and suddenly the internet becomes confused. Her movement appears strange, almost mechanical. Her shoulders sway in an unusual way. Her upper body twists awkwardly. The movement doesn't look natural, at least not to many viewers. As she walks away, The strange motion continues. Her steps appear stiff, jerky, almost robotic. The account owner jokingly referred to her as an alien. That single word changed everything. Viewers flooded the comments section. Some insisted the woman was moving in a way no normal person would. Others suggested she might have a medical condition. Some believed camera perspective created an illusion. Others suspected editing. Soon, people began analyzing the footage frame by frame. Slow motion versions appeared online. Commentary videos followed. Discussion threads exploded. Everyone had a theory, yet nobody could agree. That's what makes this case interesting. Not because it proves anything supernatural. It doesn't. There is no evidence of aliens, no evidence of paranormal activity, no evidence of anything beyond a strange video. But the human brain constantly searches for patterns. When we encounter something unusual, we instinctively try to explain it. And when no explanation feels satisfying, curiosity takes over. Years later, the reel continues circulating online. Not because people believe it's real, but because every viewer walks away asking the same question. What exactly did I just watch? And sometimes, uncertainty is more powerful than certainty. But unlike our next case, this mystery never put anyone in danger. Level 3. Revena, Hannaly. Social media can make dangerous decisions look beautiful. Few stories demonstrate that better than the case of Brazilian influencer Revena Hannaly. Like many content creators, Revena constantly searched for ways to stand out. A unique location, a unique concept, something memorable. Eventually, she found the perfect idea, a winter-themed photoshoot in Spain. The concept seemed simple, a bright blue bikini against a snow-covered landscape. The contrast would create eye-catching photographs, and visually, it worked perfectly. The photos looked incredible, but while the camera captured beauty, it failed to capture reality. The temperature was around minus 10 degrees Celsius, cold enough to cause serious physical harm. Most people would have worn layers of winter clothing. Revena stepped into the snow wearing a bikini, a beanie, and running shoes. Initially, everything appeared fine. The photo shoot began smoothly. She posed, adjusted angles, changed positions, took more photos, and continued ignoring the cold. Gradually, her body began reacting. The feeling in her legs started disappearing. Her skin became numb. Movement became more difficult, but she remained focused on the content. One more picture, one more pose, one more shot. Then the situation changed dramatically. The numbness transformed into severe pain. Her muscles began locking up. Basic movement became difficult. What started as a photo shoot quickly became a medical emergency. She was rushed to a hospital where doctors diagnosed frostbite, a condition that occurs when skin and tissue freeze due to prolonged exposure to extreme cold. In severe cases, frostbite can cause permanent damage. Fortunately, treatment arrived before the injury became irreversible. Revena eventually recovered completely. Later, she admitted she had underestimated the cold and stayed outside much longer than she should have. Ironically, the photographs achieved their goal. They attracted attention, thousands of likes, thousands of comments, thousands of shares, but they also revealed an important truth about social media. Audiences usually see the result. They rarely see the suffering behind it, the discomfort, the mistakes, the risks, and sometimes those risks become much larger than expected. Which brings us to the deepest level of today's iceberg, a case that remains unanswered to this day. Level 4. King Aldon Marley. Some internet mysteries remain unsolved because evidence is hidden. Others remain unsolved because evidence simply doesn't exist. King Aldon Marley's story falls into the second category. In 2018, an Instagram video began spreading online. At first, viewers assumed it was another reckless stunt, but the more they watched, the more disturbing it became. The footage showed King Aldon Marley driving.
Y'all done got God mad. I rebuke you, Satan, in the name of Jesus. These people don't believe in Jesus. Y'all are living an illusion. You went in the house and kidnapped her from Linford Green. The Bush family is playing with that voodoo bad, bro. Lexi, you're hypnotized. Marvell, you're hypnotized. Marley G, you're hypnotized.
While discussing religion, conspiracies, personal beliefs, and various accusations, his thoughts seemed fragmented. His speech appeared scattered. Nothing about the video felt normal. Then the situation escalated. Without warning, he drove directly into oncoming traffic. Cars swerved around him. Drivers sounded their horns. Chaos erupted across the roadway. Yet King Aldon appeared completely unfazed. He continued speaking as though nothing unusual was happening. Viewers watched in disbelief. The danger was obvious. A serious collision seemed inevitable. Then a South Dakota Highway Patrol vehicle appeared. The officer moved toward the situation. Finally, it seemed answers were coming. And then the video ended. Abruptly. No explanation. No arrest footage. No conclusion. Nothing. Just a sudden cut to uncertainty. Naturally, people wanted answers. What happened after the recording stopped? Was he arrested? Was he injured? Was anyone else hurt? Internet users began investigating. What they found only deepened the mystery. Archived videos connected to King Aldon Marley revealed similar behavior. Across multiple recordings, he discussed family conflicts, religion, conspiracies, and personal grievances. His thoughts often appeared disconnected, difficult to follow. One archived video contained disturbing claims involving a man, a woman, and twins. The statements lacked context and evidence, yet they added another layer to an already confusing story. As more people examined the footage, theories emerged. Some viewers believed they were witnessing a mental health crisis unfolding publicly. Others argued there wasn't enough information to reach any conclusion. Without official records or verified updates, certainty remained impossible. Years passed, yet no reliable explanation surfaced. No definitive report, no confirmed outcome, no public clarification. The mystery simply stopped. And perhaps that's what makes it so disturbing. Human beings naturally seek closure. We want endings. We want explanations. We want answers. But sometimes answers never arrive. Sometimes a story ends in the middle, leaving behind nothing but questions.